Most agents think you need to spend thousands on buying Zillow leads or any kind of lead that's going to help you build your real estate business fast. The problem is it costs so much. Then they're told they have to join a team and they have to be a part of lead ponds and all of this stuff. Well, here's the deal. Today, I'm breaking down the exact system where I built my entire business 100% organically to $500,000 in GCI without buying leads. What's up, guys? I'm Jeremy Kane with the Real Estate Agent Playbook, and I train agents across the world now, 4 countries, 36 states. I train agents how to build a business just like I have done. And if you are interested in getting all of that, access to me for absolutely free, my partners, Mike Sherrard, Louis Galt, and all of their systems and processes and social media training, book a call below. No pressure, no obligation, but it is an absolutely incredible value stack if you are really in to take your business to the next level. If that's the case, come on, let's talk about partnership. Let's get it to you for free. Or I can also tell you how to buy it. But let's kind of dive into this, right? There is a myth out there that paid leads are the fastest and easiest and best way to grow a business. The truth is, it might be the fastest way to a transaction if you're good at the conversion. Every lead is different. It really comes down to the conversation where you are trained to convert. Yes, some are ready to go, some are hotter than others, but really there is a learning curve on how to convert. And so I first want to say that, that's a great tool and system if it's for you, if you have that kind of sales gene where conversion is easy to you, comes natural, and you have the money to do it. The problem is that a lot of agents that get into this business get into it so they can make money, not because they have money. And so then they're faced with, okay, I need to join a team, I need to do this, I need to do that. And that's just not necessarily the case. Sometimes teams are great for people, sometimes they're not. Sometimes teams provide leads, sometimes they provide amazing, sphere training and teach you how to really be the business, work on the business so that you can work in the business and absolutely grow this into a sustainable income producing career. And the truth is, I didn't have a ton of money. I was a young, 30 years old, just getting married, starting a family, and I didn't want to invest and take a chance on $10,000 credit card bills because I thought I could convert 2 or 3 transactions per month based on that before the next $10,000 charge came for those leads. And yes, I know you don't have to spend $10,000 on leads, but the better they are, the harder they fall, right? The better they are, the more expensive they are. And so I had to look at something different. And that's when I came across Brian Buffini. Absolutely incredible. And the truth is that I never worked the Brian Buffini system to a T. Right? I sent out the mailers most of the time. I didn't do a ton of pop buys. I wrote as many handwritten notes as I can, but I have, probably a couple thousand. I'm never too busy for your referral golden stickers that were supposed to go on those personal notes. So I didn't follow that system to a T. But what I did do is I looked at it and I said, okay, what is this about? How can I build this business? And it kept pointing to me, be the connector, right? Because, Buffini talks so much about building that relationship and having the answer and being Johnny on the spot with those things when you are, performing the pop buys and making that connection. And I pulled that in and I said, I just need to become the ultimate connector. Right? And what that did for me in my partnerships was absolutely incredible, right? The amount of people that I have connected that have completed a business transaction, whether it be for a $2 cheeseburger, a haircut, building something out, constructing a garage, whatever it is, the amount of people that I've connected is absolutely insane. And the reason that I did it was because I wanted just to help people solve problems. If I knew that I could establish myself as somebody that people can call to help solve a problem, it will work. And so I set off on this journey. I connected with people. I built raving fans, just like Buffini, teaches you. And I utilized some social media, which at the time, Buffini didn't have a ton of social media, in his systems. And I took that information and I created my own strategy, but at the basis of it all, it was being a connector. And so what I did was I, would meet with industry partners. I was the agent that would take a lender call when I had a couple lender partnerships. I was the agent that would take the inspector call when I had a couple of inspection partnerships. But what I did was I drilled down the connection to amazing people, right? And I always had this like, hey, I'm going to trust you on this front end. I promise you that I'm going to have a really successful real estate career, and I will send you far more business than you ever send me, right? And the only referral that I ever ask of you is if you are going to buy or sell a house personally, have you promised your business to anyone else? If the answer is no, I reach my hand across the table, shake their hand and say, I'm your guy, and it's off to the races. Right? In doing so and having these authentic connections and really looking for true partnerships where I can help people grow and build their businesses in conjunction with mine was all I needed, right? That paved the way for incredible relationships with the right industry partners, number one lender in the state, number two lender in the state, the top inspectors, the top, everything. And now it's about real estate partners, right? I have some of the top real estate partners in the industry, whether they're up and coming, and in my opinion, they're just the top, or they're going to be the top, or they've done some amazing things in our industry. I love partnering with all of those people and in between, and I love helping them build their specific thing and find that specific niche. Not everyone wants to be this connector. I was just on a podcast with Carolyn Castillo. She's like, I don't love the warm and fuzzy conversation. I'm a cold caller. This is what I want to get to. And I said, well, here's the deal, Carolyn. Warm and fuzzy or hey, cold calling for service, we're all looking for that connection. So it's very similar, right? How we do this is very similar. We just need to become a resource. And that's what I did, right? And so I started with these authentic relationships. I leveled up. I had standards. I said, hey, if you're going to work on my team, this is how I need it. And please don't screw this up because you got one chance and I really like you and I don't want to not be your friend anymore. And so when I did that, they respected me. They took extra care, right? And the ROI on authenticity is absolutely unlimited. The people that I've taken from, a coffee shop vendor agent meeting to friendships over a lifetime is absolutely incredible. So here's what it is. You just have to show up. You have to be present. You have to be looking for opportunities, right? If you're in a partnership, you need to be on call whenever duty calls. If you have the opportunity, if you want all these people to refer their business and their loved ones to you, you better be looking for ways to refer them whatever they need, right? And if they're, employees and they're doing their thing, whatever, you need to refer them by, hey, here's some cookies, right? I know you love cookies, but that's what it is, right? So you need to absolutely take over those relationships, take control of what you have control of and show up. And if you show up consistently and you're always connecting and you're looking to connect other people to opportunity and resources, the game will take care of itself. And that's exactly what I've done. So why does this work in 2025? We have a very automated society. Everybody's got a very short attention span, right? So that's only made our touches have to increase greatly. Here I am on YouTube talking to you, hopefully holding your attention, but I also have Instagram going and I have emails going. I have all these things because you never know how long you're going to capture someone's attention. Well, in the real estate game, as a real estate agent, you need to be on the top of their mind the day that they decide that they need to make a move, or the day that someone mentions real estate, they need to be like, oh, Jeremy, right? Not Jacob, Jeremy. And that's where we have to get to. So as a real estate agent, you have the opportunity and you have this really cool thing called your cell phone, and people are constantly on there. And sometimes they send me a text and say, hey, I need an HVAC guy, or sometimes they post it on social media. So I need to be aware, I need to be present, and I need to be looking for opportunities to connect other people. I don't need to be looking if Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift got engaged, but I need to be looking. One of my forms of prospecting is seeing how I can serve. Who can I connect? Not necessarily like, oh, that person just had a baby, they're going to built by a bigger house, but hey, who on here needs me to connect them with a professional that I know will do the job that they need to do it for an affordable price, for a fair price, and for, a good product or a good job. And that's where it starts. And people will continue to talk to you and refer you and help you grow as we go. So here's the story. How to get to 500,000. You need to have as many conversations as you can. You need to connect as many people to services that you can. But ultimately, you need to show up and be authentic. Actually show up to serve, build partnerships with other people with the intention to build the partnership, right? Not to, get something out of it or get the next deal. You show up as an authentic self with a heart to serve, and things will start to happen for you. So in closing, you need to surround yourself with the right people. You need to put yourself in the middle of conversations, and you need to show up as service. And if you are that agent who's paying for leads or on a team, here's the deal. You're getting valuable experience, but start to build this while you have the luxury of having leads fed to you or whatever that looks like, and you're paying for them. But start to build this kind of service-based secret sauce up, and by the time you're ready to go off on your own, you will have a repeatable business. You will have this referral business cooking, and that is the secret to exactly how I got to 500,000 GCI right here, right now, and for years to come. We'll see you next time.